Good morning, everyone. 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask me why I start these things so early. I think I start them because I wake up and I want to see somebody. I want to tell somebody good morning. So we are here. So we're just going to touch on a couple things real quick. First of all, I'm not a racist. Let's just get that out of our head real quick. Every single case that we come into, first of all, we know what's in our past. We know what's out there online. We know, and we still do what we do, right? So there was a video of me while I was highly intoxicated with some unsavory people. It happened about a year ago at a rally I was at. Doesn't look good, but it's still out there. But every time we do one of these cases, it pops up, and then our background and my mugshot and all these things, keep popping up because we have a Benny, a kitty in every single case that we do. So this is not going to be the first time you see it. It's not going to be the last time you see it. And every time we have to face it, it gets a little easier to deal with. When that video happened, the community, I'm not going to be defined by one video. Does it look good? Of course not. I do trigger people. I was a political activist. I was not denying that whenever I started working this stuff. Okay. So I don't think politics has to do with anything with missing children or the work that we're doing now. That's why I don't bring it into it, but I have to kind of bring it into it to explain some things. I'm not going to worry with it because the people that love me. The people that don't won't. And we still do good work. Also, it makes you wonder why somebody is trying to distract from Summer Wells. And all they can do is drag up our past, right? We don't do anything bad, criminally, illegally, or anything like that, And he even played, like he answered all the questions. He played me saying, on that thing, I will do what it takes to pull people in, whether I like what's coming out of my mouth or not. He plays that portion. Yet, he even reads this whole thing about the OK symbol. First of all, I've never ever said white power in my life. I trigger people back in those days with the OK symbol here and there because I think it's asinine that in 2017, a symbol that we have been doing since we were children has now become this stupid racist symbol. And that was the reason why I did it. It was an in poor taste, of course. Yeah, whatever. So it is what it is. Jonathan Lee Riches, right? Everybody has plastered that. And in my criminal past too, like I had this PI on another person trying to say all this stuff. First of all, 95% of the crap that came out of his mouth is untrue. He is and it's always the men that we go after and hurt their feelings and hurt their ego, right? So this joker was this PI for Michaela Nelson. He's the one that broke the case, broke that she was found to our team. I was on Marissa's live. We had to smack him around a little bit because he was mad that web sleuths are taking away from his private investigative job. And he gets paid all up front. These families have to pay him all up front. He only takes one case at a time. He's a real piece of garbage. I actually want to find the clip on Molly Golightly's live of him just trashing his client, Michaela Nelson, just throwing her under the bus and running over her a few times. And this is the person that they had looking. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. But what I found funny is we got to Kitty. Like we owned him in Tennessee, literally owned him, bent him over our knees and paddled that little booty, right? So as you guys could see, he was angry. He was so angry. And he's just sitting there thinking he found the mother lode on all of us. And I'm just thinking, does this guy know that all this stuff went around when we were doing the Gabby Petito case? Does he know that they've already plastered my mugshot from here to kingdom come worldwide? Like literally the only thing they have is this one stupid advertisement video that I never saw that guy before and never saw that guy after. And that is like the only thing anybody has over me. But you know what? It comes up with every single case, and we start getting close to the truth. Next thing you know, we start getting thrown under the bus. We don't care. It's not going to affect our work. It's just not. What do you think you're going to do? Intimidate me? Like I don't know what's out there about me? Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. But you know what it shows us? It shows us that we're being effective. It shows that he's scared. We have his current behavior. We have the here and now and the future for him. The only thing he can ever dig up about anybody on our team is the past, right? That's it. That's all he's got. And many of us have already made peace with it. We owned him. We spanked that little booty. Jonathan Lee Riches, man. I love that man. I love that man. That man had me dying last night. I really do. So, we coordinate in team chats. Good morning, everybody. So we have team chats, and not only is Jonathan one of the smartest people I know, one of the best web sleuths I know, one of the best investigative journalists I know. This man is smart, but he is freaking hilarious. Just hilarious. So, Benny decided to go on this rampage about our past and try to say, oh, we're all a bunch of racists. When you can't find anything else, what do? You bring in the race card. Hey, I do it too, right? I do it too. I pull that race card when I can. That's how I was able to get media out to Kathleen Moore's case. So, I know it's an effective tool to use, but again, it's just a tool to use, whether I like what comes out of my mouth or not. I did the same thing. You guys can go on one of my lives with Kathleen Moore, or I'm out there on the side of the street saying, WFLA, Spectrum Bay News 9. What? Does she not have blonde hair and blue eyes? Is it because of her skin color? Are you guys a bunch of racists? I do it too. It's to provoke a response, which it did provoke a response. I'm on here talking about it. So, but at any rate, when that actually happened, it was great because I was a political activist. I did do a lot. We had some corruption going on in our county around the time that this happened. And I've been working in the school board. There's this one school, it's called LMA, it's Lincoln Memorial Academy, and they were unfairly taken from the Black and brown community. This school they were very, very proud of. And of course, as you know, I'm a very strong, independent and mouthy person. So we all went to the school boards and fought. I fought next to these people for 2 years. I love these folks. And when this whole entire this one video out of my whole entire career and whole entire life, yeah, it looked bad. So what? It is what it is. My friends on that I worked with the last 2 years in the Black and brown community started going on their Facebook lives and started saying Black Power, just to bring the idea of this whole thing to an end and stuff like that. It was they were good. They came out in our defense, my defense, because they worked next to me for so many years. It was a distasteful video. It's something I'll have to live with, but this idea that one video defines the work I did then or the work I do now is absolutely ridiculous. So now that that's out of the way, everybody knows we have a past, but then we have this PI, this joker of a PI. His name's Jerry something. He's from Tampa. He's a real piece of work. He charges everybody that he deals with upfront money, so no matter if they fire him because he's a complete waste of money or not, they've lost their money. Like he's a joke. And he's bringing up my criminal past. No, first of all, they're only arrests because if he were to come and say, oh, she's got all these domestic violence arrests. Oh, but they were closed before they even made it to court. So that tells you, one, that the stuff alleged in the affidavit was a complete lie, a complete fabrication. So the reason why I went to jail was over lies and fabrication. He can't tell you that because it doesn't drive his narrative. Many people that have been following me, I have told them about my past. I've been open and honest because I helped victims long before I was in the spotlight here as Bullhorn Betty. And I did that because I have to help other victims of domestic violence. And until they hear my story and realize that they're not alone, they are very quiet. They don't want people knowing. They're scared of their past. I'm not scared of my past. Every single time this comes up, it's a little easier and a little easier because literally millions of people have already heard this. Millions of people have already seen this. The problem with Kitty Kitty is the stuff we're showing nobody has ever seen before about him because it just happened. So he's committing crimes here and now, and he's going to be committing crimes in the future. So we have all that dirt that we are collecting now and that we will be collecting in the future. The only thing he could ever say or do about us is the stuff in the past. He's not in this for summer. He is not. We are out there trying. Thank you, Moon Shadow. As you guys can see, finally, I did get monetized. I do appreciate all your help, all your love, all your support. This is a great day. Hopefully we will, the ad stuff, this will start building this platform a lot better. And I've got to tell you, Jonathan and Olivia and I were talking, we need asset stuff. We need waiting gear. We're sitting here talking about how to really push this further because many of you guys do not know that we were so close to Kathleen Moore's body on that Saturday. This case could have been over that Saturday. As a matter of fact, and I think one of the reasons why that Joker in Tampa, that so-called PI, the joke of a PI, because see that Detective Dan Toner, I'm meeting with him I'm going to be meeting with him in the next few days. I had to get the car back. By the way, everybody that's worried about my car, everybody that donated money to get my car fixed, my car is fixed. I had just had, about 6 or 7 months ago, had the ignition coils and spark plugs replaced. I didn't get, thank you, folks. Thank you, Lee. Getting back to this, I had the ignition coils replaced and the spark plugs replaced. Apparently it was more than one ignition coil was damaged. And so the ignition coils had to be replaced again. I went ahead and opted for the lifetime. They were a lot more expensive, but the ones I had were 24,000 miles, but I actually believe that they would have lasted 24,000 miles. So be careful what you pay for on Amazon. That was my fault. Again, people know I'm a cheap woman. I bought cheap products and caused myself all of this unnecessary stress over this vehicle. The damage wasn't too bad. It was under $400. It was palatable. Chronicles of Olivia, she donated to me $200. She's an amazing girl. So to help out with the car, I love her. She's and people don't realize, like, Olivia and I are almost best friends. I mean, we are literally around each other. We talk to each other every day. We have only been working together. That's why I say almost. Like, we're family. Like, I call her mom, my mom. And a lot of people don't know that I have Mexican in my family. Like, my cousin looks exactly like me, except she's Mexican, but she has my same face, my same nose, my same mouth. So it's just me, with darker skin. And I love her very much. And as a matter of fact, her husband is a Mexican wrestler. And once some of these things go down, I think I'm going to be doing, oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to actually bring him on the panel one day in the near future because, we want to see how he got into this Mexican wrestling. And he is huge. I can't express that. He is freaking huge and the biggest teddy bear you will ever meet. I mean, just amazing guy. So once I know we're never going to stop the death and the missing people that we deal with, but I also think that we need to kind of mix it up and put some funner segments in here, some segments that aren't so depressing. And so I'm going to be working with him here in the near future to get him on the panel, to have him come here to talk about, you know, how he became this Mexican wrestler. You know, what did he do? You know, just an explanation of his life, right? So that'll be coming. I don't know when. I talked to him about it. Crap. I want to say a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Damaged Goods had brought it to my attention, you know, that when we were talking about one of her boxing friends, that's a heavyweight champion of the world. And we got into the conversation of my my cousin. You know, I'm basically auntie because she's my second cousin. And he is her husband. So at any rate, I do want to thank you guys. Thank you for the donations this morning. I really appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So I do want to go into some videos. I want to set the record straight, but I do want to say, if you guys watched Benny's live last night, he was so angry. He is literally screaming like, oh, thank you, Little Miss Sunshine. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. I know you guys love me. But like I say, the video's it was in poor taste. I get it. But it's not going to define who I am or what I do. And that was ludicrous. And, you know, and not only that, it wasn't the first time. Like every single case, we have a kitty in it. We really, really do. We have a kitty in every single case. You know, it's like, you know, when we start getting close to these cases, next thing you know, people start digging into us. And these same things just keep coming up. And so I just want to read a comment that was made in our group chat last night. Okay. I want you to hear what I said. I said, this is what I said about all this. And, you know, this is with Marissa, Jonathan, and Olivia. I said, we've been through this before. We will be through it again. This will be expected moving forward. We are all going to have to get used to it and keep our eye on the mission. Justice for Summer is all that matters. That's the goal. We're getting close. If this much backlash is spewing, we forge forward. Okay, that was in a text message to the team. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, you know what? It made me mad too because she's innocent, and it's like, oh, she hasn't done any background checks about these people, and she should really know who she's dealing with. Yes, she has. She dealt with all this in Gabby Petito. She dealt with this in Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner's case. And now she's dealing with it here in Summer Wells' case. You don't think she's seen all this stuff before? Seriously. If she thought I was a racist or Marissa was a racist or Jonathan was a racist, do you think her and Mom would even be seen with us if they truly believe that to be true? Do you really think she has no integrity and no brain? This is a smart young woman. So at any rate, I just found it very comical, very laughable. I even went on there, made some comments when he's trying to throw all this stuff out with that video. It's like, really, like this has gone on. This video has gone around like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. It's been seen by millions of people along with my mugshot. And guess what? I hate to tell you, kitty, people still love me. They still come here because they know who I am. They see me every day. They know I'm not scripted. And they know that the stuff we're showing about you, you're getting your little, you know, it's your little girl panties are bunching. You know, you're a kitty. We owned you in Tennessee and you're angry. That's what it comes down to. You are so angry. We made you, Cam, and Allie, along with the Wells, look so despicable, which you are. But we made you guys look so despicable. So pass the video around, pat yourself on the back, pull the race card. Guess what? Nobody gives a damn. At the end of the day, we're fighting for summer. We're not we're having behind the scenes pissing contests, because I'm telling you, we whipped your ass. We owned you. We turned you into kitty. And it irks you. And you know what? That's from your own doing. It's from your present doing, not something you did years ago. So, don't know what to tell you. Maybe change your behavior. Maybe get some anger management. So that's what it is. You guys, I'll tell you, the next case we do, guess what? Prepare yourself for this same crap to come through. We're a bunch of racists. We're a bunch of heathens. Oh, thank you, Ireland. Thank you. We're a bunch of clout chasers, money chasers. Golly, let's just keep going. I mean, we can literally come up with like 1,000 things that's going to be thrown in our face. But you know what? We came with a past. And like I said, we have 90% of the people that I work with have a past. They've turned their life over to God. And they have to work 100 times, 1,000 times harder than normal people like Olivia, which is unblemished and stuff like that. They have to prove themselves over and over again. And those are the people that I need on the team. So they are great. We love them. We support them, and they do great work. Jonathan is the best of the best. I'm so happy. I'm so happy he is on my team. I really am. Like I wouldn't want him coming after me. Just saying, like, I would not want to be on that man's bad side. I am glad he calls me friend. I'm glad, that he is there. Thank you guys. I feel the love this morning. I hope you guys feel the love as well. So we're going to, I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to mute myself. We're going to get, because, this Candace Wells, they're saying, oh, you got warrants out for your arrest. They're coming to lock you up. No, they're not. First of all, we sent the cops out there, not the other way around. Secondly, all law enforcement out there in Hawkins County not only had every single one of our names, they had our cell phone numbers, and they knew where we were staying, which hotel we were staying. And after this event, we went out there and spoke to those law enforcement officers for almost 2 hours. If we had warrants for our arrest, they would have came to our room to arrest us. They would have called us on the phone to ask us to come down to the police station. They need to talk to us, this, that, and the other. What Benny is trying to allege is a flat out lie. But as you know, that is not uncommon, right? We know Benny lies. Benny tries to take away from Summer Wells so that his friends, Don and Candace Wells, can get away with her disappearance and potential death. So oh my God. Yeah. White Boy will be talking circles about this. Yes. And I don't even want to bring him up because I just want to let that whole situation with him die. He's going to keep coming up. I hear he's going to go out there to Tennessee. And it's like, what are you going to do? Like, they have no web sleuthing skills whatsoever. I don't know if they can even locate the people that we located to get an interview with. But I will be watching. It is all, at the end of the day, all about helping Summer. So maybe they can find, eyewitness testimony. Maybe they can help the case. I don't want to discredit from them. But I really do think that they're wasting their time. But nobody's going to be wasting their time if they go up there and see that house on the mountain and determine the same thing that we determined. There is no possibility of this child abduction theory. And if they can go out there and say the same thing, guess what? That is corroborating evidence. Perplex QT said she's going to be taking a trip out there. I'm interested in finding out her thoughts after she sees it, because she's confused. When you look at this map, she's talking about this shed, the same shed that Marissa went into. By the way, Don Wells was told that she went into that shed. I mean, it was she was told she told him after the fact, but he didn't care. He didn't care. He actually laughed about it. We have him on video because we videotape everything. People are always knocking us. Oh, you're in the bullhorn videotaping yourself. Yes. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Oh, sorry. Thank you guys. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. Thank you, Corey. Yeah. But you know what? And it helps you expose this stuff when they got to go so low as to say, oh, because you have this past, you can't do any good in your life. I love that. I love that. I love that. It is great. It is great. I think another person, I'm trying to find you to put you up here. There you are. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing support. You guys are amazing support team for us. Without you, none of this would be possible. I know you guys know that. I know you guys know that. So let's get into this. I want to clear the record on this whole fabricated trespassing claim. Oh, thank you, fighter, and medic. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. We work well as a team. You guys partner with us to get answers. And when we start getting close, this stuff's going to come out. Like I said, it happened in Gabby Petito. If you guys were watching us in Gabby Petito, you guys know what I'm saying is true. You know, I was on TikTok a lot more. You should have seen the crap flying on TikTok. And it came from, you know, a couple different people. It wasn't just one person, you know. However, in Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner, it was a gal named Elka. She decided to turn on us kind of like, you know, WB and DG had done. You know, they were team members and stuff like that. Elka was feeding us information. Her name's Leslie. She's a drunk and a drug addict out there. And oh, thank you. Drunk and a drug addict out in Texas helping us with the Turner case. And she's actually even went so far as to block Crystal Turner's cousin, because her cousin was basically telling her to back down because she was attacking us and we're trying to help on Crystal Turner and Kylan Schulte's case. And I will tell you, we are still working on that case right now. We're still diving into a lot of backgrounds. We've been kind of silent on that. I think we need to bring, we are planning on going back to Moab, Utah to help. So the people that are watching, the people, our family in the Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner case, we are still working. We are still fielding leads. What we are waiting on, just like everybody else, is these stupid forensic reports, man. Like, how much slower can freaking Utah be? We talked to the district attorney in Grand County for, I think it was just 2 weeks ago, to find out what the hell's going on. You know, why aren't these people being contacted? Why aren't you guys following through on these, you know, with law enforcement, talking to these witnesses? We're still reaching out. Oh, Sun School. What does it say? Right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So, oh, I don't know what it is, but you can go to the Cash App and Venmo. And I just want to let you know, folks, you know, just a disclaimer. So everybody's on the uppity up with the stickers and stuff like that. On YouTube, they take 30%. So if you want 100% of your donations to go to us and our team for our projects, Venmo and Cash App's probably the best way to do it. I don't do the PayPal thing. I'm sorry. I really just don't, but that's okay. If you guys want to do the stickers, I love the stickers too. I think they're great. I just wanted to make sure that you knew 30% does go to YouTube. You are supporting YouTube and YouTube's platform by doing so. However, I just thought that disclaimer was important to let you know. Again, we're going to go into this whole trespassing thing. Then we're going to go into the videos that are just making, Kitty just go irate. As you saw, he was absolutely ballistic last night. I have never seen him so angry. And that just shows you that we are doing our job and we are really doing some major credibility issues on him. And he will never, ever, ever have mine here and now in my future. I own that for him. And that's something he's going to have to live with. He will only have my past. And, you know, sorry, but that's just not good enough. You're going to have to do better. And not only that, but Kitty, you should have came up with something new and something original. What you did last night was just use the same crap everybody else uses to try to get under our skin. And look at me. It didn't work. But I'm about to play something that's going to get under your skin really bad. So here we go. Here we go, folks. I'm going to go ahead and get this up here. We're going to watch the trespassing video. I love Olivia. Go to Chronicles of Olivia.
Candace Wells claimed that all of my friends trespassed on her property, but as we know, this is misinformation. Our friend Molly Golightly posted a video on social media of her walking towards and entering a shed on the Wells property. Later that day in a phone call with Don Wells, they both talked about it.
Yeah, I was at that house. I saw the shed. I just looked around. Not much happened except the lady down the hill started yelling like a lunatic. She did. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but I'm willing to be nice. All right. So let's forget about that. And I'm glad that you're willing to help. I'm glad we got to be on the same page. Somebody took her from our property. So can we work together? No. So can we work together? No.
According to the report, officers responded to a call on Thursday regarding criminal trespassing. If you haven't seen my last video, I suggest go watch that. Long story short, we were standing on public easement on the road across from the Wells driveway, chatting with two YouTubers, when all of a sudden, a man began running down the driveway of the Wells, yelling profanities and acting erratic. Immediately after, Molly Golightly went to the sheriff's office to file a report. While she was there, she showed an officer the videos that we had taken, and he said that they would go out to the Wells property to see what was going on over there.
I did not step foot on the property, but it turns out that another YouTuber is trying to act as if they are working this case as search team. He's just a YouTube channel. And the thing is, that getting all these messages yesterday that they were talking, just bashing me all over yesterday, and I confronted him about it, and he totally wimped out, just like Benny has twice. He did it last night on the internet, and he did it in my face. All cowards. They all want to talk until they see me show up. Do not threaten violence. And my thing is, we could have all been working together. These people have no shame. They are with the enemy. They don't care about this little girl. They just want to be friends with these people. And you have the right to judge me? All right, we'll see. I'm going to the cops. I'll file a police report. No one's going to help me out of it. Sorry.
Okay. We'll see you there.
So Candace Wells files a police report falsely claiming that we trespassed on our property. We never stepped foot on our property at all. We were on the streets. We were along Ben Hill Road. We were along Beach Creek Road looking for Summer Wells. But she has the audacity to file a police report claiming we stepped on our property looking for Summer Wells. Who would do that? We are searching for Summer, and she wants to file a police report against us for looking for Summer? That makes no sense. Why isn't Candace out there looking for Summer? Why is she out there looking for her own daughter? She should be welcoming anyone looking for her daughter. Her daughter's missing, and she wants to file a police report on people claiming they went on our property against us, claiming we went on our property. We didn't go on our property. I didn't go on our property. I'm looking for Summer all over the area. It makes no sense.
There was also false claims that we were so close to the property that we could hear them laughing. That's not true. They were laughing so hard. We heard them while standing on Beach Creek Road across the street at the cemetery. It's funny how sound travels. We have a neighbor confirming, which is on the top of the other mountain. She says she hears everything that goes on at that property because sound travels up the mountain.
6 months have passed and nobody has really have put her in the spotlight the way that you guys are doing it. And she's pissed. She's beyond her. She sees something wrong with you guys from the street and talking the truth about her. She never washed those kids once a week. Her mind don't understand that you have to give food to those children. Taking a shower, mind don't understand that. The same way that she don't understand that we're looking for her daughter. Going to the police, obviously, for somebody that had to hurt their daughter.
Another masterpiece done by Chronicles of Olivia. If you guys don't know her, she's our producer and editor here, for our team collectively, our collaborated team. So if you guys have not gone to her page and subscribed, I definitely behoove you to do that. She's at Chronicles of Olivia. She's on TikTok as well as YouTube. She has over 1.2 million followers. I don't bring, and in that article that they did on us in Tennessee, I just want to, set the record straight. They said we have a collective over 2 million followers, and that is untrue. We have over 6 million followers between us. I'm just now building my channel. I have a Facebook account that's not under my name that I've done political activism on for quite some time that has 1.8 million followers. Jonathan Lee Riches has a Facebook page that has over 2 million followers. Olivia with Chronicles of Olivia on TikTok has over 1.2 million followers. My TikTok account has over 64,000 followers. Marissa with Molly Go Lightly has over 50,000 followers. So this idea that, Benny with his little, 4,000 followers, and, if Cam and Allie run with some of this BS, their little 11,000 followers are going to do damage to people like us is ludicrous. Again, the people that love us will continue to love us. The people that don't will continue not to. We're not here for clicks. We're not here for likes. We don't care what people think about us. We are here on a mission. Our mission on this case is to find Summer Wells. And anybody that tries to intimidate us or bring us down, you have to ask yourself why. So let's talk about why Kitty has his feelings hurt so bad. Why he is just so angry. Just angry. He just doesn't understand. He just so angry. Little boy. Little kitty. Little kitty. Let's find out. Why you got your feelings hurt so bad, little boy? Why? Oh, because we owned you. We owned that ass. We owned you in Tennessee. If we ever come across you on another case, we'll own you on that case as well. Thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. Yes. We are getting this done. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your love and support. We are actually so blessed that we are now fully monetized. We are going to be, I don't know what it does to make me have, memberships and stuff like that. But for right now, we really don't need it. As long as this is keeping things funded appropriately. I don't know if I really need to go to memberships and, provide things to only members. That we may have to convert that business model in the near future. But right now, we try to keep this, at the end of the day, it's all about getting the message out there. And I just think that maybe, joining once I start getting ready to write and stuff like that, and do have different kinds of content to go up there, we may have the join feature. But I have to be honest, when I'm doing these cases, I need people to see them. I can't provide only content to a portion of the audience and not all of the audience, because at the end of the day, this is somebody's life. This is somebody's kid that's missing. This is somebody, family member that is no longer with us. And, you know, I need to get that out to the largest audience as possible. And by doing so, I can't put that to a subscription, you know, membership type thing, because it would, I think, deter the efforts of getting the messages out there. And we want to make sure that we get the message out there. So let's find out why Kitty got his feeling touched, shall we? We need to find out why Kitty, poor little Kitty, he has to come and try to attack my team with our past. Oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. We're a whole bunch of racists and criminals. Racist and criminals, the race card. Oh. I can guarantee you the people that saw that, if it was the first time, they might have been shocked. But for us here, every time we do a case, we have a kitty that tries to torpedo it. So this is like the fourth or fifth time we've had to deal with this situation. You know, each time it gets easier. We really, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't deflect our work. We're going to continue to expose the Wells family little by slow. We're going to discuss that here on this chat here in a bit. But let's get rolling with why Kitty is so hot. We just need a stroke. Get him under his ears. Get him under his little chin. Mrs. Balding Propecia. Like all he does is try to insult and get under people's skin. Like, it's not working anymore. Like, it's seriously not. The only people that are entertained are his cult followers. Those are the only people that are being entertained by the garbage that's coming out of his mouth. All right.
Why are you going to call the police? Why? What are you afraid of? No, I'm not. I want to see you. All right, enough with the stupid laughing. You sound like a fucking moron. Listen, you're someone that talks a lot of fucking shit, and you're backing down.
Okay, I'm on my way to your room. Tell me I'm on my way to the room.
If you think that I won't roll up on your fucking room, you're sorely mistaken. You think you're fucking tough? Let me talk, because I'll fucking call that all fucking night. I'm not paying you anything. You're worthless. You are fucking worthless. You are a worthless human that lives in a fucking garage. You're a deadbeat dad. You're a fucking junkie. And you've never accomplished a thing in your fucking mouth. And you're jealous of a fucking woman. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I want to meet you, and I'm going to fucking knock you upside the head. Yeah, don't you call me fucking bitch, all right? You better shut your my mom's a fucking bitch? Well, your mother, you know something about your mother? Your mother should have swallowed you when she had the chance. Because you know what? You're a fucking embarrassment. Okay, I'm the man. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, okay. Right. You're all clowning and you want money. You're just showing yourself. You're a fool. You're a fucking joke.
You're in trouble, right, for taking that shit out of that shit.
What do you mean taking? What shit did I take?
We have her on video.
Get the fuck out of here taking shit. No. Hey, listen, motherfucker. I want to fucking roll up on you. I will roll up on you. Do you hear me?
What'd you say?
I will roll up on you and get right into your fucking face. Don't fucking even try it. I've done it before. I will fucking do it. Are you daring me? Are you fucking daring me? You don't want to fucking dare me, because I will be fucking psychotic. I will fucking fuck you up. I know where you're at. Listen, I got the upper fucking hand. You better cut the fucking bullshit. You know what? No. Why don't you shut the fuck up and listen for a second? No, I'm fucking talking. You don't ever fucking talk to me like that. I will fuck you up. Grow up for a minute and listen to me.
If you had to pick between your dog or your kid, who would you choose?
Say, I'm on my way over.
I'm going over there. I'm going over there. Fuck it.
So that was part one. This is why he went on this rampage against us yesterday because we owned him in Tennessee and we make him look like a piece of garbage, right? We exposed him. So now he's going digging up our past, trying to expose us. Little does he know we've already been exposed.
Hey, make sure to bring your chin with you.
He's scared. He'll be scared. Watch. He'll be like, oh, I gotta go. He's gonna go tell the manager. Oh, don't let them watch.
No, you're not.
No.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we know you will. We're saying don't. Just don't. Let it roll.
We're trolling.
We're triggering. Just let it trigger.
Look, he's gonna go to the manager and say, if this girl comes over, don't let her over. Watch. He's gonna bitch move. Watch.
Scared. Don't leave the room no matter what.
Somebody told him that?
Yeah.
Don't leave the room.
Hey, she hates that. Hey, that's her kryptonite. Now online, if you just talk about her chin like I do, just screen record what you've heard me saying about her chin and just use those things on her and you can't lose. What do you mean? Meet her. There's no way I would meet that bitch.
See, he's scared.
No way I would meet her.
He's just telling you he's going to knock you the fuck out if he sees you, but now he's telling you there's no way he'd meet you.
I'm not calling no police.
He's going to go to the
manager. No, I ain't calling no police. We'll call police afterwards. Rin chinny chin 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 chin.
He has to be in his mind wondering how they know where I was
exactly.
at. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's panicking. Just let him calm down. He's going to be out. He's going to hit him.
Be quiet, pretty quick.
Look, he's going to go down there and tell the manager.
Yep. Boom.
He's telling the manager.
He's so predictable, Benny. You're such a bitch.
By the hair on my chinny chin chin.
And it's so hilarious because
that was funny.
We used you as bait.
He's going to tell them, yo, there's a woman here. I want to let you know there's a woman that's coming to you.
Is he really?
Let's see what he
I
does.
told
Let's
you,
just follow what he does.
Jonathan knows. He's got the sixth sense.
He's going to go down there, and then he's going to be like, yo, there's going to be a crazy girl that might come in. You might want to call
for
the
just
cop.
a minute.
And then he's damn right, I'm snitching. You know,
Stay chinned up.
See? I just
Stay chinned in the
I
game.
know this guy's behavior. Look, he's going to tell.
So predictable.
So predictable.
Can you
You
imagine trying
realize
to
we can
swim
toy with
dragging
you
that
anytime
fucking
we
thing?
want to because we
It's like
know
an
exactly
anchor.
what you do and how you think and how you. That's the gifts we have.
I am a great
You
interviewer.
can't be us.
I'm multifaceted.
Now he's
You're
gonna be worried
predictable.
about checking out of the hotel, too.
Man, look at
He's
here.
not
I'm
staying
jealous
there.
of that chin. You know, in some countries, like women, they're really drawn to the chins.
He's going to tell the manager,
Oh,
there's,
shit.
there's a woman here
The
that's going to
chinster. She's so chintzy.
She's not in the room, but answer the door naked.
I don't know. There's somebody in the loop here. Yeah, somebody gave her the room number. Yeah.
He knows.
Yep. For sure. Well, we can fix that pretty quick, can't we?
Yeah, I need the room in my rooms. Let's
With none of that shit.
Predictable Benny. Predictable Benny.
While he was
They
filming,
are looking for your arrest. Haven't done nothing. Why do y'all keep saying that? You got to do something to get arrested. You do know that, right? Like, somebody just can't, like, spin off the YouTube for a minute. It's crazy that we're in true crime, and some of y'all think just because somebody tells you that they're going to have somebody arrested, that actually works, right?
Where we just altered his little.
all right, what's the number again? I'm gonna call while he's down there.
Yeah, wait till he gets on. Just don't call yet. He's not there yet.
Remember, it's got lag. So, I mean, this is
Let's just wait till he's there. He's gonna talk to the manager.
It's gonna be funny.
Not yet. Well, no. No.
Not yet.
No, hang up.
Wait until
Hang
he
up.
gets to the room or gets to the manager.
Just wait till he gets there.
He might have clicked off.
I know he's in the elevator going down, right? And that's why it's
Fuck Molly. He is so triggered. He is so triggered.
He's only got 200.
That's sad. He's a nobody, man.
I'll get you anytime somebody wants to dance with her.
Okay, call.
Somebody called, right?
Call.
He asked because I'm here on official business with the Wells family. And what you did is you just gave my number to a bunch of professional protesters.
They give your number. I just rang your room. They don't know your room.
Right, but I mean, so I left a note to not do that.
I didn't give out any of your information. Somebody called and asked for your.
No, I asked Alicia is her name. I asked her the other day, yesterday, when I checked in. I was like, no calls to my room.
Sir? Sir?
Can I change rooms now?
Hi, no, sir?
Yeah, this is an issue for you, man.
Sir?
Yeah, please have her call me. You got my number on file? Why don't you call me?
Hello?
She knows the city.
They should be able to call. I was just on the switchboard and I read.
This is
They've been watching her harass me, threaten me. Let me tell you what. That's right. Let me take care of this guy, and I will contact Alicia, and then we'll take care of it. I mean, we'll do what we can. What I'm saying is there's people getting ready to show up here, so. Well, if trouble happens, I'll call the police. Okay. I guess that's the main thing. Like, you're our guest. We're not going to let anybody harass you or bother you. That's why we don't give out information to rooms, and they say, if I have a reservation, they call and say, if they get the guest name, we can ring the room. Okay. Like I said, let me take care of this guest right here and call the manager, and I'll see what I can do. All right. Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Hi, do you have extra rooms for 2 people in separate room?
No, I'm sorry. We're booked up tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, thank you.
Change rooms.
Turn it up.
You can't change rooms.
Where's the shoestrings? Making a lot of money off somewhere else.
How can they
You can't change rooms.
because they're booked.
No, he said they do got the room number, so I'm just gonna stand out here and wait for her. Fuck it, man.
Nice. Now see, we just altered his whole, trigger. We just trolled him.
Oh, that's where the party's at, huh?
Trolled him, right? How's it feel about trolling Benny?
He's a fucking retard.
He
And
thinks
this is why you don't mess with
Don't
us.
mess with
We
us.
have a very good team here.
we
And you know what? We turned you into our little bitch today with the well, so we could do our job. And now we just turned you into another bitch in your own room.
I owned him. He's never going to recover from
Look,
that
he's
one.
going to be out there for a while thinking you're there.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? That's just what you deal, right? Like right here in Kingsford, like this man ain't never heard of it. Not only that, but like he just didn't handle that too sweet, right? Like,
Aw,
yeah, man, ain't handle that too sweet at all.
This guy.
I can't.
Who are you? Katie. Oh shit! Y'all being stock like a motherfucker, man. Hold on.
You get off?
Crack.
And he went off.
He's scared. A girl came up and he got scared. Wow.
That's why we told you, no point in even going over there. We
No,
got
we already
Where's his head?
rattled.
Where's his
He's
head?
going to leave hotels.
That's crazy.
He's going to leave hotels after
I
tonight.
got 3 off that. What you
Yeah, 6 days.
6 days to what?
There's 9 days.
Oh yeah, I'm being stalked, all right.
There's 8 days.
Oh, there's 9 days.
Hey.
Oh, man. Shit.
On the board, see? Oh, God damn it. The one right, oh,
So this is what happened is J is for Justice accidentally, this guy didn't know us from Adam. He wouldn't have even attacked us, but she had spilt that Marissa Molly Golightly was coming with us to Tennessee. And apparently, Kitty Kitty has a hard on for her. And he decided to start coming out before I even knew who he was and talking crap about us. We had no idea who he was, right? So after dealing with his crap for so long, we decided to hit back. We decided to own him. We decided to show him who's boss. So that was what that whole episode was, us calling him, us ragging him, us, just showing him that, he's messing with a very elite team here that can find you and troll you, because that's what we do. We're web sleuths. I can tell you that, again, Jonathan Lee Riches, Olivia Vitale, Chronicles of Olivia, myself, and Marissa are very good. We have all of you as well that help us along the way and feed us information. So we have this amazing team that he just will not be able to mimic. And like I said, he will only have our past to drag up and throw in our face. We have his here and now and his future. So there's going to be more to come if he wants to keep going down this road. We will smash, and the other thing he was mad about is because we put him on national news, right? His behavior got national recognition from that news broadcast that we did. And he was just spewing last night. Like there was flames coming out of his mouth, smoke coming out of his ears. He was so upset that he was exposed on TV for his disgusting and deplorable behavior. He chose to do it to himself. We just chose to expose. So again, it is what it is. Yes, everybody, if you guys like the work that we're doing here, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're feeling generous, please donate. Okay, so we've watched the, I want you guys to watch some things. This is going to break your heart, and I'm sorry I have to do this, but this is why we do, it was in Tennessee. I'll go to Olivia's page. If you guys don't mind watching a commercial, I will run that for you, but it plastered his face all over for his erratic behavior. He's just filth. In my opinion, he's got an anger management problem. He decides to pick up a log to try to come after us, to intimidate us, to try to stop the work we were doing against, for Summer Wells, to find Summer Wells. And it makes you wonder why, we are exposing Don, we are exposing Candace, we are exposing them. We are exposing, in all fairness, CPS in Tennessee. For their incompetence. We are trying to, apply pressure to law enforcement because they have enough that they can go pick these folks up now and throw them in jail for a crime. Maybe not related to Summer or her brothers, but they were despicable people. They had child endangerment. They had child neglect. Why aren't these people arrested for that? Those are arrestable offenses. It's within the statute of limitations. Law enforcement needs to go by and pick their asses up. They do not deserve to hit another crack pipe. They do not deserve to have another beer. They do not deserve another high or another drunk. They deserve to be sleeping on concrete floors like they made Summer do. Okay.
I even asked, the news there not to stay away from it. For exactly the reason I'm telling you now. Because most of the ones I have with Summer, or the rest, are all kind of sad. They're not really of a happy child playing. They're not of... They're uncomfortable moments, painful things, sad things.
Just sad. Just sad.
People know that I heard about, I mean, I mentioned like the scabies and stuff like that. Did you ever hear anything like that?
Yeah, just, he didn't say scabies, just mites, and didn't take them to the doctor. They tried at first to treat it with gasoline, and when that didn't work, then they treated it with kerosene, because I guess that's what they did back in the day. And I don't know if you ever splashed gas on your skin. What that does. Yeah.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah, especially as they chain smoke up there.
So you were told that you were told that they put gasoline on
They
the
tried first. They tried with gasoline. I guess they have a gas can for with a lawnmower or something, and then I don't think it was that it didn't work. It was just that the house is in such bad shape, you know, with like the bugs and everything else, and just never being clean. Now he didn't outright say scabies, just mites.
Yeah,
So I assume chiggers.
Yeah, those things itch so bad.
So I cannot confirm, you know, that it was scabies, just, you know, mites.
Well, there's been a few people that have confirmed, like, about the scabies thing, but I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly, okay, Jemai, there's 2 comments here I want to, Jemai says kerosene, that's old school. I know, right? That's like what my grandmother, I remember my grandmother mentioning something about kerosene, using kerosene for, like, some type of, skin something, I don't know. And Joyce says, why am I so shocked they don't have bed bugs, right? Like,
Right.
Who knows?
Well, maybe they did. They probably did. I know that cockroach is really bad. And they get into stuff, so, like, these kids would be going to school and bugs climbing out of the book bags.
Aww.
Yeah.
And
again, some more eyewitness testimony about the living conditions of Summer Wells. You know, these people that are, you know, sticking up for these sleazeballs, these criminals. Maybe we should hear something else.
you're not letting me explain myself here, please.
Fuck you.
Somebody, you're not letting me
Oh,
explain
fuck
what
off.
I said.
No.
I said
You guys ain't looking at the facts. Y'all sit there, run your
we're
mouth.
watching your interview today.
No, fuck all you.
Hey!
Fuck all you bitches and hoes.
Oh, why did you have to?
So what that was, that bleep, was him saying the N word. That was Don Wells using the N word. The reason why I found it so important to bring that to your attention is because, well, I have never used that word, and I've never used WP word. You know, many of you guys saw that video. It doesn't look good. I was under the influence of alcohol, and I didn't know that guy. And I was asked to be in an advertisement. I was happy to be in an advertisement. I was happy to trigger people, but I had no idea that he, and actually, if you know me, I'm completely deaf in my left ear. And I didn't even hear him say that. You would think, how can you not hear him say it? Well, when you're deaf and you're intoxicated, your volume goes even down lower. And I didn't hear it until the next morning. I did see the video the next morning. I was a little upset over it, but the damage was already done at that point and it was already out there. So there's nothing I can do about it. But you know, videos don't change anything. But he's talking about how we're so racist and all this other stuff. And here you have Don Wells, the person that he's protecting, saying the N-word. Fuck all you N-words. So it's, I want just to let you know, I'm 100% deaf in there. I know somebody just said that they're 70% deaf at 45. I've been 100% deaf in my right ear since I was born. So I've only had one good ear. I used to have hearing aids, but when you're a kid, you just, I wish I would have kept them because, you know, now that you're getting older, or I'm getting older, I wish I have them. Now I can't afford to get them. So either way, I can hear and I'm perfectly fine, but it does cause me some issues as an adult with that. Anyways, so you got this gentleman, you know, Don Wells saying, let's just go back and hear it. Thank you. You know, these are things people send me. You know what I'm saying? These are, you know, clips people send me. You know, we have an amazing team. So let's just hear it again, shall we?
You're not letting me explain myself here, please.
Fuck you.
Somebody, you're not letting me explain what I said.
No.
I said.
You guys ain't looking at the fact. Y'all sit there running your
we're
mouth.
Watching your interview today.
No, fuck all you.
Hey!
Fuck all you bitches and hoes.
Oh, why did you have to say, Don, I know you're drunk right now. You would not have said that had you not been drunk. You're live. You're live right now. Why are you saying this stuff?
Because you're sitting there saying all kind of hateful shit about us. One of the five. Fuck you. Oh, man, I'm tired of hearing your bullshit.
So I guess it's over.
Hey, what if I told you that you
so, again, okay, so here's that. I'll be playing that, excuse me, that Joker that decided to come on. He's a PI in Tampa, and we're going to give his number. I want you guys to, you know, if you guys want to prank call him, you can. I don't care. He's a despicable and actually a pretty horrible private eye, especially when he goes on to a show and tells them all about my arrest record. Okay, just let me explain this. I know many of you that follow me, whenever we're talking about other people's arrest records, I say I don't like the arrest records. I want to hear the actual conviction. I want to hear their court record, not their arrest record. You can be literally arrested for anything. Like if you were here right now, I could call Manatee County Sheriff and say, you touched me. I did not want you touching me. Fill out an affidavit. You'd go to jail for the night, and then you'd be able to bond out the next day. And then the courts would have to pick that up and prosecute it. If they don't have any evidence of it, or it's a fabricated lie, they have to drop it and you're absolved of that thing. It still shows the arrest record, still shows the arrest on your arrest record. But on the court side, it shows that it has been dismissed, it has been closed, and you're not charged with that crime. They dismissed the charges. So this guy that's supposed to be this PI, which he shows his own crap worth because he doesn't say the truth. We've already got him on the record bashing his own client. And you can hear his racism. Like he's like, oh, she only dates black guys. And it's like, who cares? And it was just a despicable interview that he had on Molly Go Lightly live. And now he's out attacking me about my record. But at the end of the day, I've only been convicted of 2 charges out of all the charges he rambled off. I've only been convicted of 2 charges. 90% of them were, or 95% of those charges were dropped within the first 7 days. I've never been to jail. I am not a felon. I own a concealed weapons permit license. I've never had my Second Amendment rights taken away from me, and I am a voter. So the people that are actually coming after me cannot say the same thing. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, and I don't need Jersey style. I don't need to explain, but I feel that my audience deserves something. You know, they're hearing all these bad things, and I need to express why. It's because we bent him over our knee, and we paddled his little butt in Tennessee. So now he is lashing out, just like white boy lockdown and damaged goods with no regrets. They are angry and they're lashing out. We deal with this all the time. It's sad. I got to say, personally, the one that broke my heart the most was white boy lockdown and damaged good with no regrets. I honestly was blindsided by that, but I'm glad they did it early on than later on. So I always pray for clarity. As many of you know, I'm very religious. I do pray a lot. And I do walk with the armor. I walk with God. I walk in faith, and God protects me with his armor. He's a loving God. I love him. And I wouldn't be able to do this without his strength. I can tell you that, because as you can see, it can get pretty bad. So what we found out yesterday was pretty interesting about Candace Wells, Candace Bly -Wells, is that she didn't want Summer. She didn't want Summer. She has been known to abuse Summer. She has been known to psychologically abuse Summer. How did that work with psychological abuse? A prime example is taking her children to the grocery store, to the convenience store, and the boys were allowed to get candy, and Summer was not. And if Summer threw a fit, she would be spanked right there in the store. She would grab her little hands and shake her. This is from eyewitness testimony. It is very sad what this little girl went through in her short 5 years on this earth. We have to give Summer Wells praise, because oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you. We appreciate all the love and support. Thank you. And this poor girl saved her brothers. Okay, folks, she saved her brothers. Her brothers would still be living in that bug-infested hellhole that's riddled with drugs, alcohol, and sex with multiple partners. Don Wells and Candace Wells had multiple affairs on each other. Don Wells walked in on one of Candace Wells' affairs at the house. He wasn't expected home. In that, I got to get with Molly Golightly and get that CD of the 911 calls. So how this all worked was in the household for that 911 call is. Candace did not expect Don Wells to be home. Oh, that Jersey style. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And yes, all of our funds go toward funding these trips and helping families and victims. But Candace was there with a guy by the name of Jose Raymond. That was actually her friend, Allie's boyfriend, that she stole from him. Don Wells was in Utah. He worked months on end. We don't know how she made money. We don't know how she paid the bills. We do know that Don Wells was, on drugs, primarily crack, and she was a meth head. So we don't know how this happened, how she paid for the kids. But apparently she's been having affairs on him whenever she, whenever he's out of town. And he heard about it. And good morning, everybody. He heard about it and decided to rush home from Utah. Apparently he was, oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. Yes, justice for Summer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That is so appreciative. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And he rushed home. Good morning. He rushed home, and caught this Jose in the house. And, you know, Candace is trying to say, oh no, this is for, you know, this is my friend Allie's friend. Now, mind you, he's home, he's drunk. Everybody in the house is drunk. The kids are screaming. The kids are crying. They're having fist fights in the house. They're having fist fights out in the driveway. They're having fist fights in grandma's camper. Cops are being called. Kids are crying. Fights are going on. And then all of a sudden, everything calms down. Don's in there when he knows he's on the phone. I don't understand why you had to do this. Why? It was insane. It was insane. These kids should have been taken away for the violence and the amount of law enforcement activity at the top of the mountain, for all the fights, all the drugs, everything like that. You guys have to understand, Don Wells is a habitual criminal person. He's had criminal past across multiple states. He's a felon. He knows how to game the system. He sounds like he's a stupid, idiotic. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your love and support this morning. I appreciate all your love and your support. You guys are amazing. I have to tell you, guys are very, very good. You support us so much. We would not be able to do the work without each and every one of you. And you know what? Some people have, you know, said, I can't, you know, I don't work, or I'm retired. And guys, you guys support us in every way that you can. Okay. There is some people are able to financially support us. Some people are able to support us by providing us data and information and leads. Some people are able to support us by sending us videos and doing web sleuthing. I mean, everybody's support, just like on our team, we all have strengths and weaknesses. Everybody is able to support us in some way. If the financial way is not within your means, don't feel bad, because you support us regardless. And we love each and every one of our supporters. Some are able to support in different ways. So don't ever get your feelings hurt. If you're not allowed to support us in a certain way, we are fine. We still, you're still supporting us. You're still helping us get the message out for these missing and people that have met their demise and lost their life. You guys are still our family. You're still our digital family. You're still our digital army. And we love you for that. And we thank you for that. But getting back to this, you know, CPS should have had these kids out for a very, very, very long time. And they didn't. And Benny would like to allude that, excuse me, Kitty, we're not calling him BTK anymore. He doesn't get to, you know, get that name. Thank you. Thank you, guys. He doesn't get to have his name. He's Kitty. That's what we want. We want Kitty. He does not get, because you know what, at the end of the day, we are exposing people. Those parents are despicable people. And another thing, Candace had another set of kids. I'm sure you guys heard this. She had a boy and a girl from a past relationship. Thank you, Jenny. From a past relationship. And she got those kids taken away from her early on. And she has never attempted to try to get those children back. And she has never tried to reach out to her first set of kids in over 18 years. 18 years. A woman had these kids and never once tried to reach out to them after they were taken. So she never fought for them. She never tried to get them back. She was too busy with her drugs, alcohol, and her multiple sex partners to even give a damn about her own flesh and blood, her own children. She is a disgusting woman. She does not deserve our pity. She is not the victim in this matter. The only victim in this matter is Summer Wells and her brothers. Kitty is not a victim. He is a perpetrator of violence. So he can call me a racist all he wants. I don't give a damn. One video will never define Andra Griffin. One video will never define Bullhorn Betty. Find me a second one. I double dog dare you. Double dog dare you. You can't take the one little piece of crap and try to see if it sticks. It's not sticking. Every time we deal with a case and we start getting too close, kitty, people throw the same thing up in my face. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. It's not the third time, not the fourth time. You got nothing new and nothing original. You just showed everybody in the world that not only did we own you in Tennessee, you could never even come close to a web sleuth. You took every little tidbit of low-hanging fruit and smashed it against our face, at least tried to. The one thing you forgot is people have already done it. The entire world has seen my mugshot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You keep trying to go after Marissa. You're looking like you have this crush on her. Because all you do is talk about her. Like, I swear to God, I think I watched the last 10 videos that you've brought out. Not one bit is about Summer. Hell, if you look at it, not one bit is about Dawn or Candace or proving their innocence or anything like that. All it's about is Marissa, chin, balding, this, that, the other. I mean, that's it. You're not even going on your space to try to clear Don Wells and Candace with facts. All you're doing is disrespecting the people that are trying to find Summer, and we have to ask why. And then when you can't do it, when you ain't got it, when we prove that you ain't got it, when we own you in Tennessee, when we make you kitty, when we give it to you and we're all up in your orifices, then you want to go and do a teeny bit of research on us, and you grab these lowest hanging fruit and you bring it to your people and act like you're exposing it for the first time ever. How do you think it got out there? Because somebody already exposed it before you. Kitty, go to your litter box. Go to your litter box. We're tired of you. Go to your litter box. Kitty. Oh, do we hurt somebody's feelings? Oh. Poor little kitty. Poor little kitty. And you know what? I can keep antagonizing you because now that you threw everything that you could possibly have on me out there, what are you going to use the next time to attack me with? Well, what are you going to use the next time? You got nothing left, right? You just utilized everything in your toolbox. But guess what? Kitty, I have so much information on you. I could literally go on for an entire month on my lives for literally 8 hours a day, 7 days a week for a solid month with the crap that I have on you. You hurt Kitty's feelings. He was so angry last night. Did you guys see how angry he was? He was spitting nails. We spanked him. So getting on to Dawn Wells, right? Like, we know Candace Wells is a big piece of garbage. She's a big piece of garbage. She should never, ever have, neither one of them should ever have children again. Neither one of them. They are despicable, deplorable people, and neither one of them need to have children. Like, they should have, and maybe this is something that we all need to work on in the United States collectively in each of our states. And we need to have people come out and help us with this. I don't think, they have these systems, these criminal systems that need to be linked together. So when you pull like a criminal past or criminal this from different states, they all come together so they can see a line item. We need that for DCF. We need this big, beautiful, computer system that allows each state to communicate with each state, because I'm telling you, I feel like if Tennessee would have known that Candace Bly had a whole set of children removed from her custody, these children would have been removed a hell of a lot sooner than before. Thank you. Than before Summer went missing. I really, truly do believe that. I truly believe that Summer and her brother should have been removed from this home many years previous. She should have been removed when that man slammed Candace up against the wall while she was pregnant with Summer. Those kids should have been removed from that house. And yes, there is a criminal complaint regarding that very incident. Where is CPS in Tennessee? Where are they? Where are they? I want to know why people are spending more time trying to attack me and my team than they are trying to help find Summer and expose the people that are responsible for her disappearance and possible death. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Why was this man able? Look how disgusting. Drugs and alcohol, folks. Drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol. I believe he was complicit after the fact. I believe Candace is responsible for that poor girl's death and disappearance. I believe Grandis and Don Wells are complicit in aiding and abetting, and accessory after the facts, obstruction of justice, and probably disposal of a corpse, improper disposal of a corpse. The list can go on and on and on. They know something. The idea that this child was abducted on a top of a mountain that you can't even get to without the road, the driveway. I heard that they had 21 dogs up there at the time. 21 dogs. A couch in front of this basement door. The basement door is always locked. Where did the couch go, Candace? Where did the couch go? Eyewitness testimony, multiple eyewitness testimony said that door in those kids' rooms, because you got to remember, the boys and the girls, they slept together. I don't even think that's legal. In a room that they could not get out, in a basement, a fire hazard that had a couch and a door locked. So if there was a fire in that home, and the parents were drunks, passed out, doing drugs, those kids would have burnt alive. It was a fire hazard, how that house was set up. There are so many multiple crimes against those children. I mean, the law enforcement has a plethora of crimes that they could currently charge Donald Wells Jr. and Candace Bly Wells with right now. And I want to know why they have not. Why have they not? You guys will be happy to know that from a credible source, the boys are doing amazing. They are thriving, and they never, ever, ever want to go back to their parents again or that home. I think it's going to be before long that we find out some real information. We need to find out, did Candace ever bring Summer back to that house once they were done with that watering hole? We all saw the picture of her leaning up against milk jugs. How many people, if you guys can, put the number one out. How many of you guys went to your refrigerator and got milk out like I asked you to do and stick it up to your face? How long, put the one in the number, how long were you able to keep that milk jug up to your face? I'm curious to know. I did not personally do it because I don't drink milk and I don't have milk in my refrigerator. But I can tell you, I've got Pepsi, and that cold can, it does start stinging against my face. But So I'd like to know, when, so okay, baby girl, how long were you able to, 12 minutes. So people are saving 12 minutes. Thank you, Corey. How many other people were able to keep that, that milk jug up to your face? Can anybody? Not long at all. Well, I appreciate you guys taking 30 seconds. Okay. 2 minutes on cheek, and then it started burning. So they had that baby girl piled against 2 milk jugs with her face and her arms on there. And I'm sorry, but she was in the water all day. And if anybody knows anything about less than 4 minutes, 2 minutes, so a minute. So some people's sensitivity is a little more. And that little baby probably had some sweet meat. It wasn't 5-year-old. She probably 2 minutes. So anywhere between 2 and 15 minutes, people could handle it. Well, that baby. Just to let you know, Allie's house was over 30 minutes away. So that child was up against those milk jugs for well over 30 minutes. If you guys would like to know that, 30 to 45 minutes she was against those milk jugs. Not only that, but I've never seen a child propped up by milk jugs before. And the one thing that bothers me with that picture is the purpling around the cuticles of her hands. The purpling around the cuticles of her hands is what concerns me the most, because she just got out of the water. She just got out of, being at the water hole. The idea that she's got dirt and stuff all over her body or anything like that is ludicrous. I think something happened. And if you guys remember Macbeth, we're going to call him Macbeth. He was the 15-year-old the 15-year-old boy that was out there with Candace Wells that she fed alcohol to. And we have to wonder, why is she feeding these kids alcohol? Like, this is not the first incident of this alcohol. I've got some criminal complaint cards here of, multiple sets of children's parents trying to pick up their kids because of, and these are adolescents. These are kids that are between 9 years old and 11 years old at the Wells home drinking alcohol, and parents freaking out and wanting to come pick up their children. And the Wells not providing an address in an effort for them to come pick up their children. So in 2 of these cases, the parents literally had to call law enforcement to go to the house to pick up their children because there was alcohol. The Wells were allowing these children to drink. Now, my question is, why again were these Wells parents not thrown in jail, contributing to the delinquency of a minor? Again, we've got multiple things that these parents can be arrested on, these dirty well parents, and we are wanting to know why law enforcement has not done that yet. Because law enforcement, I'm giving you forewarning, TBI, FBI, Hawkins County, we back the blue here, but we do not allow you not to do your job. And right now we have parents that are responsible in some way, even if we were to believe, which I don't, that this abduction existed, which I don't. It is still because of the conduct and the type of people that these parents allowed onto their property that contributed to this child missing by an abduction. Again, I do not believe that theory. I've been to that property. I saw the mountain. I saw their property. There is no way. There is no way. Law enforcement has come out in their 3rd interview and said that they are not looking in this as a possible abduction. That was key. That was very, very, very telling. I'm sorry. I may have missed somebody. I do apologize. Did I get this? Danielle. Yes, I did. Okay. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any super stickers. I do appreciate all your love and support. I really do. So it just really, really rubs me the wrong way that, these law enforcement personnel and detectives aren't arresting these parents on anything and everything that they've got against them right now, that they can throw them in jail, use that as leverage, start applying pressure to them. If you guys can keep them in jail right now, something will break. Something will break. This poor child is out there. We don't know. You got to remember, Don Wells is a drywall subcontractor. He does drywall. I mean, can a body fit behind, in between two pieces of drywall? You bet your ass. You bet your ass. So it makes me wonder and want to find what properties he was working on when. We have a claim. I'm still trying to get some information that there was one property that had the smell of death in it. I'd like to know what location that was. I really would. We're looking into it. The idea is that Candace and Don Wells are good, wholesome Christian people is, oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. The idea that these people are Christian people is hogwash. These are lunatics. These are child abusers. These are pedophiles. These are sexual deviants. These are people that contribute to the delinquency of minors. These are people that like to hold other people's kids on their property for what reason, I don't know. These are the people that caused the disappearance and possible death of their own daughter. Her name's Summer Wells. We will not give them a free pass, and I wonder why law enforcement is. Oh, thank you. You guys are amazing. You guys really are. You guys are truly, truly, truly amazing. I am so blessed for each and every one of you. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed. So why Benny focuses on our team and trying to attack our team because his ego was a little damaged by the work that we did. We're not going to sit there and tolerate him going after our team without fighting back. And he created his own mess by coming after us like he did. And now he's upset about it. He's upset about it. So now he's going to be lashing out and acting like, but guess what? He had the mother load last night. What is he going to use now? Everything he could possibly have found out about us, he distributed it last night. Just like in the Gabby Petito case when it was done to us once before. And in the Kylan Schulte and Crystal Turner case. We deal with this on every case. Every time we start getting close, every time we start getting suspects, every time we start getting persons of interest, people start getting scared and they start doing background checks and they start bringing all this stuff out and they think it's the first time they broke this news. Like, oh my God, you guys see that? We've dealt with this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You had nothing new and nothing original. We've dealt with it. Definitely didn't lose any sleep over it. Again, does it look good? Of course not. But again, it's Pat. What does he have? He does not own the here and now and does not own my future. I own that on him because he's a despicable person. He can't help it to break the law. And we're going to keep catching him each and every time. And we have a very damning video of him picking up a weapon against 5 unarmed people. One being a Black Cuban woman, Olivia's mom, that he kept referring to as a dude. He is so disrespectful to the black team members, and then tries to make us out look like racist when he's the only one being disrespectful to our teammates of colored skin. So who's the real racist here? It's not about one video, kitty. It's about actions. Actions speak louder than words. And my friend, your actions speak louder than a stupid 1 minute, 30-second video. So Don Wells, he was actually a fugitive from justice in Utah. So in 2001, they had to extradite him back to Utah. I'm curious to find out maybe it says it here. At 12:45 p.m., I arrested the above subject on a state warrant. Fugitive from justice. Subject is wanted out of state in Utah for a parole violation With assistance from the FBI, State Highway Patrol, the subject was arrested at 110 Ben Hill Road without incident. I have never heard the FBI, I've never heard, if you have a light charge in a state, they don't extradite you because it's not worth the money. That means that whatever the violation of probation was on would have to have been very serious to have the FBI involved with this extradition. I mean, I want everybody to think about that. This is not, if you go and have a petty theft charge or, a bad check charge or something of that nature, they're not going to spend the money to have you extradited back to the state. They'll wait until you cross the state lines and pick you up again. But they won't spend the money. But this not only has the parole violations, they needed the assistance of the Federal Bureau of Investigations, the FBI. So we are, that is Don Wells. That was 20 years ago. This is what he looked like. He wasn't a bad looking guy 20 years ago. I have to be honest. He looked pretty normal, but drugs and alcohol screw your life up. In 20 years of drugs and alcohol. This is what he looks like now. And he's a disgusting individual. That's what he looks like now. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like he went downhill real quick. So here's an incident report from November 30th, 2015. Approximately at 8:30 p.m., Deputy Michael Hensley was dispatched to 110 Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County, Tennessee, in reference to a domestic dispute. Upon my arrival, I saw Mr. Wells, which stated his mother-in-law, later identified as Candace Hare, had come to stay with them over the holidays at 110 Ben Hill Road. Mr. Wells stated that he and Mrs. Hare got into a heated argument and began to escalate. Mr. Wells stated that Ms. Hare had notified Central Dispatch regarding the argument, and there was no visible signs of assault. No visible signs of physical assault. Mr. Wells left the residence to stay with a friend overnight for both parties to cool down. So this is the kind of laws that they have in Tennessee. Florida got away from those laws. Because here in Manatee County, Florida, if you have a, sorry, I'm trying to get all my paperwork in the order. If you have a domestic, whether it's with a mother-in-law or anything, you go to jail. Somebody's going to jail. You don't, unless there's absolutely no signs of violence or anything, but you talk about arguments, you say you pushed or somebody slapped or somebody threw something, you're off. You go to jail. They don't play around here. Tennessee needs to tighten up on their domestic violence laws. These children should not have, good morning, everybody that's just coming in. These children should not have lived through this ever. They should have been out. Tennessee, you failed these kids. At some point, you're going to have to accept it. You're going to have to acknowledge it, because the longer you take to accept this fact and acknowledge this fact, the less credibility people around the country and in your own state will have for you. You should have acted in the best interest of these children, and living in that disgusting, filthy house with the sex and the drugs and the alcohol and the violence. You failed these children. You failed them. And it cost Summer her life, I presume. It should never have come to this, to get those kids out of that home. It's very disappointing. So this is the next arrest. It was from October 14th, 2020. And it's pretty, it pisses me off. So the charges were domestic assault, possession of a gun by an intoxicated person, unlawful carry and possession of a weapon. Now, mind you, he is a felon, and under Tennessee law, he is not allowed to have a firearm in his possession, not even a black powder pistol. It is against the law. He should have been charged with felon in possession of a firearm. They failed to do that. He is not. So on this police report, they didn't charge him with that, and they didn't charge him with a DUI. And I'm going to explain this. These are charges within the statute of limitations that they can bring up. So October 14th, 2020, police deputies were dispatched to 110 Ben Hill Road, Rogerville, Tennessee for a domestic with an assault. Upon turning on to Ben Hill, I observed a white GMC Sonoma pulling onto Beach Creek Road. I turned my floodlights on, revealing a man behind the wheel to later be identified as Donald Wells. Deputies proceeded on to the scene and spoke with the victim, Candace Bly, and two witnesses, Jose Roma, we're going to get to that, and Candace Harrer. Bly stated her husband, Donald Wells, left in the white GMC Sonoma shortly after Deputy Winter advised the white truck was coming back up the driveway. I heard the family member beginning to fear for his return and heard the member utter that there was a firearm in the vehicle. A felony stop was conducted in the driveway, and Wells was detained. When detaining Wells, I observed a strong odor of alcohol coming from his person and was stumbling when he was picked up off the ground. Wells stated that there was a firearm in the truck, but it was a black powder pistol in the glove box. Wells went on to say that Bly was a felon from charges in Utah and had something to drink tonight. Deputies Winter located the firearm in the vehicle. I spoke with Bly and the witnesses about the assault. Bly stated that Wells came home drunk and saw Jose in the house and believed Bly was cheating on him, which she was. And allegedly, Wells argued with Jose, and Wells began to struggle with Bly and was pushed down, causing damage to her left knee. Bly and witnesses state Wells began punching himself in the face and then left. Wells was taken to Hawkins County Jail for booking. The reason why I'm bringing up this, look at this disgusting man, is because he was actually in Utah. He left her for 4 months. She had to take care of these kids. Her words, because this is one of the ones that we have the recording for. He flew back in, driving his truck back to Utah, and he couldn't stop and control himself from drinking. So he probably drank literally from the time he left Utah to the time he made it to Tennessee. He got there so drunk, but he knew that he had heard through the grapevine that she had men in that house and she was cheating. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Yes, Ben Hill's Most Wanted. I love that. I love that. Hold on, let me get that up. There you go. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Trisha, I'm not sure if I put you up. I hope I did. I hope I put you up. Thank you for your donation. I really do appreciate it. But I was reading, so I'm unsure if I got to you, if I missed you or not. But thank you, Patricia. She donated $50 through a super sticker. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the financial and support that we get from our viewers. Our viewers support us in different ways. Sometimes they support us monetarily. Sometimes they support us with leads. Sometimes they just support us with love and encouragement. And we thank every bit of support that we get. So at any rate, as you could see with that one, but that Jose Roma was, and I spoke to it earlier in the segment on this show that she was having, Candace was having an affair with him. That was actually Allie's boyfriend that Candace stole from her. And here's the kicker. Candace's mother wanted him. So Candace and her mother were fighting over Jose Roma. And then Don comes in later that night, and it was just a whole mess. A whole mess. Fighting. You can hear the kids screaming in the background. Don's fighting with Candace. Then he turns his attention to Jose. They're fighting in that. They're throwing blows in the house. They're going out to the driveway, throwing blows in the driveway. And at some point, Jose must have went to the mother's, the grandmother's camper in the back. And Don Wells goes over there and starts fighting with him. Mind you, these kids are watching all of this. And I want to put this into perspective for many folks. There was no bathroom door. On the only bathroom in that home, there was no bathroom door. That means these men, these strangers that came into that house, every time they needed to use the bathroom to go number one or number two, those children saw their junk because they had no door. They couldn't hide their junk. And you know, Candace had multiple men that she had an affair with on Don. And these men were around their kids. These men that had drug and alcohol problems, God knows what happened to those children, especially in that dungeon that they call a bedroom. We have eyewitness testimony that Candace on the regular, gave those kids drugs and alcohol to help them pass out sooner so they could be upstairs doing drugs and drinking and having sex. So, you know, these parents are despicable. They're not the victim here. I'm not going to paint them a victim. I'm not kitty. I look at the facts and the truth and the horrors that went on in this house. I don't listen to somebody tell me, oh, I miss my child. Oh, I miss her so much. I look at the facts. I look at what went on in that house. I look at the abuse. What they did with all these arrests and all these fights and the alcohol, the revolving door of men for Candace and Don. Well, women probably for Don. Who knows? You know, I mean, when drugs are involved, you do some pretty crazy stuff to get your fix. So thank you, Danielle. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. We need to demand better from Tennessee. We need to demand better from Tennessee. The people that are in Tennessee that watch my show, we need to demand better. You know, I just keep thinking of these children. I keep thinking of what they saw in their young little lives. And I have to be honest with you, it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart what these kids went through in their short little years on here. You know, this is not what I want to be doing. Thank you. Thank you, TC. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. They are. The adults in that house were supposed to love and protect those children, and every single, before I go to DCF and the state, you know, let's just talk about that. It's the parents. The parents are supposed to protect their children. They did not. They were the perpetrators of crimes upon their children. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate your love and support. Claire, my car is doing great. I've got to say it was, I just had my spark plugs and coils replaced about 6 or 7 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. And they were, you know, cheaper spark plugs. They were 24,000 mile spark plugs. They weren't lifetime not spark plugs, but ignition coils. Well, apparently a couple of my ignition coils, maybe 3 or 4 ignition, or at least 2 or 3 ignition coils were bad. So I had to have all of them replaced. I did spend money to replace the spark plugs. I spent, what is going on with parts? I remember you could buy a package of 4 spark plugs for like $8 back in the day. What is this garbage where I spent almost $40 on spark plugs? What is going on? I spent $40 on spark plugs. The ignition coils cost me, $299. And then I had to have them remove the O2 sensor because Marissa had already bought me the O2 sensor, but it was seized up in the car. So I went ahead and had them replace that. Everything came to under $400. I mean, it was great because I'm telling you, when they told me it was the catalytic converter, I'm like, oh, I had to tell you, I lost sleep because I had the guy, he wasn't working on Saturday, but he came out and looked at the car and told me, please don't drive it. We think it's the catalytic converter. And so I took the car home and sat here all weekend. And I was just biting my nails. I mean, that's why I was on all the lives on yesterday, is because if I had to be in my own brain, I would have been going crazy because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how much it's going to cost. And then they call me back and say, we need to change out your coils. And I'm like, they were just changed. There's no way I drove 24,000 miles on those coils. So I realized, I must have bought cheaper products. I did buy it off of eBay. I buy a lot of my my stuff. Many people know I do work myself on my vehicle, and this was a foul on my part. I got a cheap product, and it failed me while I was in Tennessee. And so I did replace all these spark plugs, and they replaced the ignition coils. They replaced the O2 sensor, and I had to have a screw added to a bracket that I lost because of the vibration coming back from Tennessee. The car is now running smooth. It runs like a brand new vehicle, quiet. I tell you that I'm very blessed. It could have been a lot worse, folks, and it was under $400. So we're very thankful for that. So getting back to this, what we're going to do right now is, I know you guys are all on. We have almost 800 people in this room, but quite frankly, I need to get some coffee. So I'm just going to take just a few minute break. I'm going to get some coffee. I'm going to grab my vape, my Juul, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Yeah, and I don't knock, just to make sure it's very clear, I don't knock Amazon products whatsoever. I just should have purchased the ones that had a lifetime warranty, because I didn't, and I only had a 12-month or 24,000 mile, maybe 24-month, 24,000 mile, thing. And back then I didn't drive the car much. Now I'm driving it all over the country if I can. So at any rate, I am going to put, so you guys aren't by yourself, I am going to actually put some video up. I want you guys to watch this. This is the, it's a 10-minute video, but I want you to watch what happened. You guys are going to have, unfortunately, this is one of the videos I didn't get from Chronicles of Olivia. I have to go to her page to watch it, but it was done beautifully. As you guys know, Chronicle of Olivia is my friend. I love her to death. She does great production and editing work, and she is amazing with her craft. We are super happy with the work she does. She's not only just, editing and doing these beautiful videos for us. She's actually a damn good investigative journalist. She's learning some new skills on our team. One day she is going to be, she is amazing now, but she's going to be so much better because she is so talented. She is absolutely so talented. So I've got several videos of hers. Again, there's going to be some advertisements on it because I got to go to her YouTube channel in order to play them for you. So this one is kind of bringing you, actually, I'm just going to play you the one that got, oh, thank you, Dawn Marie. Thank you so much. I appreciate and love you. Thank you so, so very much. Thank you for all your love and support. We really do appreciate it here. So again, I'm just going to play this for you, and we'll go from there. It's really good, folks.
By advertising on YouTube, I catch the eye of my ideal customers at the right time.
Yesterday, my friends and I, Molly Golightly, Andra, and Jonathan, spent 11 hours searching for answers for Summer. We talked to law enforcement and locals, and we came across some disturbing information.
I called Kim. She didn't answer. I tried calling her on Facebook. No answer. She called us back. No shed of tears, no nothing. I said, what's wrong? She goes, she's gone. I said, what do you mean Summer's gone?
Was he crying?
Not one tear.
She would give Summer drugs and alcohol.
She would go to the
The boys too? Everybody.
Earlier today, we were driving by the Wells house when we saw some cars parked outside their driveway. We decided to get out of our car and talk with the people standing outside. Coincidentally enough, we talked to two YouTubers that we had heard were talking about us in a negative light on social media the day before. They said it was just a misunderstanding. They were waiting for the so-called PI to arrive. While we were peacefully standing on the road, chatting with those two YouTubers, the so-called private investigator started running down the driveway of the Wells. He began to yell profanities and started acting violent and erratic.
I'm Bullhorn Betty.
Nice to meet you.
I heard you were pretty pissed at me last night.
I'm not pissed. I just didn't know what was going on.
We're here.
Reached out and asked me.
I tried to message you.
Yeah.
I left a comment.
It wasn't nice, right?
No, I didn't say nothing bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks I got this bad
all
name.
work together and
That's-
share
Yep.
information.
That's exactly what we're
It's about a 5-year-old girl, all petty bullshit set aside.
Right. That's what we're worried about.
Yeah.
We came out and we, like I said, we've arranged Need a Diver and a bunch of other groups that have came in, and we're working together to clear all these areas out through here.
Mm-hmm.
We've searched and we've cleared. I can't really talk in detail because of everything, but
Well, we do a lot of interviews, and we've interviewed a lot of people close to here, and it was pretty eye-opening and pretty alarming for us. I can honestly tell you that.
Yeah, it is.
And it's a little terrifying for us, quite frankly.
It is for everybody here.
Our life is going to be very interesting.
Are you working with these guys, these other cars here? I have no idea who this guy. I just found
You know
out
anything
here.
about a guy named Benjamin Keys?
I have no idea. I don't know if he's here or not.
He is. That's his car.
That's
I do know who he is.
I'm pretty sure it is. Does it have the T? Yep, sure is.
Yeah.
We were down out there. We were actually on the road out there, not even on Ben Hill. We were out on what is that creek? What is that?
Beach Creek, right?
Yeah, Beach Creek. And these dogs over here were just going crazy.
Yeah, these dogs at the end.
Yep, they were just going crazy. And I keep thinking, and I know that this here wasn't all down here, but I'm sorry, guys, I just don't see it. I don't see it. It's such a steep hill.
There's
too.
trails. If you've seen any of our content, there's trails that lead from the bottom part. There's trails that lead from all the way up here that you would never know of.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we came up here, and when we came up here and filmed that, the private investigators latched on to us, and we've been working really close.
Have you guys talked to the sheriff's office?
Yes. Yes, we've been in touch with the sheriff's office. We've been in touch with TBI. We've been in touch with Sullivan County, Greene County, Washington County. They work very closely. Well, not with us, but they allow us
Yeah.
to
Well,
do what
we
we're
had
supposed to do.
we had an interesting conversation with them yesterday
Good.
about this case.
Yeah, they so the areas that where they've been quite hush hush about everything, we've continued to come out here. We don't know what areas they clear because they don't talk about it. So we clear the areas that we find that would be or that we feel might be important.
Mm-hmm.
The other property owners, this is Jackie Dobbs' property.
Yep.
We've been trying to get a hold of him. We've also.
I can tell you, if you guys need to get help, getting a hold. I mean, believe it or not, Jonathan, he's a tracker. He gets the job done.
The people we brought in are former law enforcement too from other counties. They have done more. Come here and help me.
Hi, I'm Andra.
This is my wife, Allie.
Nice to meet you, Allie. Hi. That's Olivia. Hi. This is Marissa.
Nice to meet y'all. And look, I don't want any problems.
No, we're not here. We're not here. We're actually not here for a problem. You know what we're here for? We're here for a 5-year-old girl that's missing, and that's I came from Florida. I came all the way from Florida for this. You know what I'm saying? So, people just don't come up here from Florida. And I mean, we were 11 hours searching and speaking with law enforcement, going to the city, going through administration, doing a lot of stuff, pulling dispatch. Actually,
we wanted our presence known.
Yeah.
With authorities.
That's
That's
good.
the first thing we did.
Yeah.
And we told them our intentions.
Yeah.
We never actually went up that road.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
That's fine. If I was misinformed, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I
Yeah.
wasn't out here yesterday.
Yeah.
Today I did come out here under the request of the PIs to look at things and make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah.
You want to explain kind of what we've been doing?
We've just been working with the private investigators, and we've been doing a lot of searches.
We have first to deploy drone. We have Gene Robinson that works with EquiSearch on our side. We're coming out and doing stuff with.
Who's that?
You came to get that ass whooped? Put one toe on the property, bro. Let me break your fucking face.
So as you see that they are, despicable people.
So it's 10:30 on a Wednesday, and apparently I've sold
And,
$3,000
it's just, it's sad. It's sad. They chose not to protect their kids.
God damn, you're fatter in real life than I thought. Holy shit. You look like a Spartan. Why your hands shaking, bro? You scared? You look scared. You look shook. Hey, bro, you're obstructing the road, man. This against the law. You got to move the fuck around. Get that bear spray and that taser. Bring your fat ass on here, bitch. I wish you would.
You sure about that?
Bring your motherfucking ass on here, too. One toe. One toe. Why your hands shaking like that, bro? Get a good look. See?
The reason why I muted that is because you're going to see, it's just going to be a brief little turn of the camera, and you will see that not one person out there that was on the road, and you can see that we're clearly on the road, not trespassing, not one person out there was shaking or scared of this kitty. As you know, the night before, we had owned him when we trolled him from the hotel room and got him shook. He got angry. He was angry that we got to him. We shut his live down because he was so scared people were stalking him. If you guys recall, he even walked up to some stranger. Who are you? We got him shook. But you're about to watch the camera turn around and you'll see that we're all just sitting there. We knew he was a pussy. Excuse me, a kitty. Yes, I did address it. We deal with this. We know what's in our past. We know what's out there on the internet. We deal with it. Every single case, we have a kitty on that is trying to stop us. It was an older video. It's been out for about a year. It doesn't look good. But at the time, many people know I'm a political activist. And we triggered a lot of people at the time. Do I do that now? Of course not. I'm working on cases, trying to find people. My past means nothing when we're looking for Summer Wells. And for those that are just tuning in, yes, I have addressed with us. You can go back and watch this at the beginning, from the beginning once we end. It has been addressed, and again, this is all they have. They have my past. That's it. And he exposed everything possibly he can expose. And I'm not going to have one video define who I am. I've worked very hard. I work very closely with all people, all ethnic backgrounds, all religious backgrounds. And so we're just going to keep rolling. I mean, we got to him. We got to him hard. We exposed him. And he was so angry. literally so angry last night that he was screaming to his audience, screaming like he was pissed. We've done a lot of damage to him. And so he tried to do some, and it goes to show his investigative work. This man here, Kitty, this is Kitty. It goes to tell you his investigative work, because we are able to find dirt here and now and in the future. He can only find stuff in the past. And not only that, it's already stuff that people have already, that's why he was able to find it so easily. And he's acting like he's breaking it for the first time. And to be honest with you, it rolled out before Gabby Petito when I was going to the school boards. And but when Gabby Petito, people were sympathizing with the dirty laundries, they pulled it again. This stuff has been out, 4 or 5 rounds. We've dealt with it. And I can tell you folks, don't be offended by it, because every case we do, we're going to have another kitty. The stuff's going to be re-exposed. They're going to act like it's the first time they've seen it. It's going to be act like they're breaking news. It's been out there for a while. The people that love me. The people that don't like me won't like me. It is just the name of the game. I knew what I was getting into when I decided to open up my YouTube channel and started to investigate these cases. Again, he is very upset about that, and we did own him in Tennessee, so he is lashing out any way he can, and guess what? It's not working. Watch the camera go. You'll see none of us are concerned with him. We even actually pegged him. As you know, the video the night before where we were telling everybody behind the scenes exactly what steps he was going to take, and then he takes those steps. We knew how he was going to act here this day if we saw him, so much so that we knew he would even pick up a weapon. That's why we had all cameras on him, all cameras rolling. We knew that he was nothing but a little kitty that got his feelings hurt. We will keep exposing him, I promise you.
Sue me? Why are your hands shake? You are shook. Look at your hand. I ain't got to worry about you.
Are you going to worry about me?
Nah, I'll break your face too.
Do it.
Step 1 foot out.
No. Come.
Yeah. No.
All right. I had a surprise.
Does that look like anybody is scared? Look at me. I'm just in a relaxed stance with a hand in my pocket with my camera up, just recording everything. That does not look like scared people to me. That does not look like people that are shook. None of us were scared of this man. We knew he was a kitty. We are changing his name from BK to Kitty. He's a violent man. We own his here and now and his future. All he's got that he can dig up on us is our past. And show me another video. Show me a different video. You can't. This was an advertisement that I was in that went terribly wrong. This is why you don't drink with strangers. So I'm not going to go into that any further. I don't owe anybody any explanation. You either like me and support me, or you hate me and don't. It's pretty simple.
Surprise for you.
Yeah.
I got a fucking surprise. Yeah, you pussied out last night.
Yeah.
You pussied out last night. Come into my face, please.
Come to your face.
Come right up to me. You just threatened my life how many times?
I will beat the shit out of you.
All right, I want you to come and beat the shit out of me.
I will beat the chin off your face. You come
beat the shit out of me.
Huh? You come on this property, and I will fuck you up. You understand me?
I'm not on the property.
One fucking toe.
All right, let's go.
Cock
You want a
bitch.
fucking crazy contest? You fucking got one.
What kind of man you are with a woman?
Huh? Oh, you Blowhorn Betty?
Yep.
Sure am.
Yeah, that's that balding bitch, ain't it? Propecia. We call you Propecia.
What a pussy.
Yep.
Everybody saw
husband,
everyone.
bitch.
What a huge pussy you are.
And now you're
Exactly. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. And you want to know something? I'm going straight to the police.
After watching this footage, doesn't it make you think, are these man's intentions in the right place? Is he really trying his hardest to find Summer? What is he doing to achieve justice for her?
I want to make sure that this video of this uneducable cretin is given to CPS to make sure that those boys are never returned to that house of horrors on that mountaintop ever again.
The people that he has up there are a bunch of liars, thieves, drug addicts, felons. They're disgusting.
We were outside the Wells house with pictures of Summer trying to find her, and people on that property came down and screamed at us and threatened us just for trying to help to find Summer. It's mind-boggling. We are out there trying to find Summer, and people at that property are trying to thwart us and trying to scare us and intimidate us from finding Summer. Unbelievable.
We found out information that people didn't even want to tell the TBI or law enforcement.
We came out here to find a 5-year-old child, their missing 5-year-old child. They've chosen to hang around felons. And I think the reason why Don told us he was going to meet with us and chose not to meet with us is because he knows we know. He knows we know, and we are not ones that ask those soft questions. We ask hard-hitting questions because he's in complete denial that Candace and his mother-in-law have anything to do with the disappearance of his daughter.
4 social media sleuths, as they see themselves with big followings, have come to our region in hopes of uncovering some clues that investigators may have missed.
4 have a combined following of over 2 million people. They say they came here for answers for both themselves and their ample audience.
I mean, it's been 6 months.
6 months.
6 months. And I don't want this girl to be a cold case.
They're at like a stalemate here. It's been 6 months and they still don't have answers.
So they are here. 4 social media sleuths from around the country traveling here to Hawkins County to keep up awareness. Summer Wells is still missing.
By advertising on YouTube, I grow my business.
So that is why Kitty is so upset with us, and why he tried to, act like he was breaking news, this stuff that keeps going around about us on every single case we have. When we start getting close and start calling people out and start doing our thing, this stuff comes around. In all fairness, we put ourselves in that position, because our past is our past, but you got to learn, people make mistakes. People have to grow up. They learn. This gentleman here has never learned from any mistake. I mean, he's been in and out of prisons. He's a felon. I'm not a felon. I've been very open about my past, and I've been convicted of only 2, I think a violation of probation 2 from one of the charges I got. So I've been charged with 3 different, been convicted of 3 different crimes in my life, 2 of which were DUIs, and one was done in 20 years ago and 11 years ago. So definitely nothing recent and stuff like that. I did have a pretty bad upbringing. I had a pretty rough life. I turned myself over to God. I broke the cycle of abuse in my household. I'm still in the process of breaking the cycle because I'm not fully divorced yet. And, I love my life. I love who I've become. I love helping families. I love this. I got to tell you that, even now that I got the car back, I've got to go to Pasco County because I may have very well found the murder weapon in Colleen Moore's case. Let me see if I can find it, because I got a call from the detectives yesterday, and they wanted me to come meet with them out there in the area that we told them to search for Kathleen. I don't know why I keep, every now and then I say Colleen instead of Kathleen Moore. And it's very possible that the murder weapon was that cleaver that I found. I told him that I put it back where I got it, but he said because it's a criminal, obviously a murder case, they need to dot their I's and cross the T's. So I will be going out there and helping them put together where everything was. The good news is as you know, we videotape everything. So when I came across it, let me go ahead and pull this up. So that was the cleaver and most likely the murder weapon in Kathleen Moore's case. And we are going to that. We found, and what really irritates me is Doug, the bounty hunter, is trying to say that he was out there and they found the body, that it was his team that found the body. That is bull. I mean, we were out there that Saturday. This is the area in which her body was found. This is the area in which her body was found. This is the swamp. We even got videotape, like back there was where Colin's house was. This is the backside. And let me see if I can find the tape of that. But that's what law enforcement wants to bring. I videotaped actually coming across it. It was a shiny little thing in the ground, and I didn't know what it was. And I just reached down and picked it up. Naturally, yes, I know we should have had gloves on. But in all fairness, we were told by law enforcement that whole entire area was cleared, and clearly it was not. We never expected to find it. I did talk to Jonathan, because we do go to these areas, and this is the second time we were told an area has been fully cleared, and it has not been fully cleared. They're trying to say that they do these, we've even got the sheriff, the line of sheriff's deputies out there saying, basically laughing at us, saying, we've already cleared this immediate area. What do you think you're going to find? Right? It's like, okay, well, there you go. Clearly, you guys didn't clear it. These are the mistakes law enforcement makes time and time again. And we're not knocking law enforcement, but people have got to quit thinking that these people are supermen. They're not. They're human. They're human. They make mistakes. They make mistakes, guys. They make mistakes. So let me go to my page and I'll show you the video that I took. Saturday morning, directing. And remember that we're social media sleuths. We put this stuff out here, and people see the work that we do, just like all of you. So when we stick out a video, people see it. So let me just find the video of me out there in the woods. It'll be short. I'm getting there. It really irritates me because this kitty just takes so much. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Let me. There's this big. Let me mute this. Let me get it back up on the big screen. All right. Here is the video that was taken that Saturday before Kathleen Moore's body was actually found. This is why I need to meet with the sheriff. Detectives over in Pasco County. I'm going to mute myself and then we'll play. Right there. Right there. There's this big, swampy forest back here. We're back here now. But this is definitely a place I would think law enforcement would like to start focusing some efforts in the search for Kathleen Moore. I can tell you there's briars out here. It's hard to get back here. There's a lot of swamp. But this is a great place to hide somebody that you don't want found. Great place to hide somebody that you don't want found. So I hope if law enforcement hasn't already, that they will find a way to get back here and search this area very well. I mean, there's just a lot of trees. I mean, this stuff is pretty thick. I mean, you can see my foot. It sinks down. It comes up almost to my knees. We're walking back here trying to find any evidence of where Kathleen Moore may be. So again, folks, that is right there. Sorry, turn that off. Right there. So that's Colin Knapp's home that we focused in on that particular shot. So we were that close. They found her body right back there, 2 doors down from that very initial house that I zoomed in on. And this comes down to the assets that we need. Like if we had our waiter, the waiting stuff on, the overalls that are completely waterproof and that you slip into, these are some of the things that we need to continue our work. We could have gotten back there. We could have found her on Saturday. And because of the briars, because of the swamp and things of that nature, we couldn't get back there. But we pointed the people that have been following this case and following us, we pointed them back to where it was. One of the neighbors with a dog actually, oh, thank you, Crystal. Thank you. Thank you so much for your love and support. After this video was done, one of the neighbors got their dogs and went walking and ended up looking back there and did find Kathleen's body wrapped up in a mattress pad. And it was very sad and devastating, not only to our team, but as well as to obviously Kathleen Moore's family. Colin Knapp had been arrested the day before the body was actually found. They had already determined that apparently they found a lot of blood in some area, I presume in his home, when they did luminol and things of that nature. And there was so much blood that they saw that there is no possibility of her survival. And they were able to arrest him and put him in jail for second-degree murder prior to even having her body. And we knew she was dead. We spoke to her family. Her sister was on here in the chats, and everybody was kind of bracing for the worst. We always wish for the best, but when we know, we got to be very careful. And that's the reason why we are so concerned with Summers, because, Don Wells, even Kitty, they all know, we know. They all know, we know. We are getting very, very close. We're making another trip back there. We want to make sure that law enforcement hears Summer Wells' voice. We're not going to be nasty to law enforcement. We back the blue. We are going there to protest on behalf of Summer Wells. January 6th through the 7th through the 11th, we will be in front of TBI. Knoxville, I believe, is the location that we will be doing this protest on Summer Wells' behalf. Typically in our cases, we always have the family fighting for the victim. We really do. And in this case with Summer Wells, the sad part is everybody that's supposed to be fighting for Summer Wells is not. They're a person of interest, right? So they're not pushing this case forward. They're not calling law enforcement every day, asking them for updates, asking why isn't somebody arrested? Why is it this? Why is it that? They're doing absolutely nothing. I am very interested into finding out how many times Don Wells and Candace Wells and Grandis Wells have picked up the phone to call law enforcement to find out if there's any new news in the disappearance of their baby girl. And I have to think probably not. And if they are, it's probably recent, since I've been saying this over the last 3 days. Why aren't you pushing the case forward? Why aren't you up law enforcement's ass, asking them what is going on with your precious baby girl? Why is it taking outsiders and people from Florida and people from Pennsylvania coming into the area to demand justice for this young baby? Why does it take that? Where are the parents? Because they're pieces of garbage. They're pieces of garbage. They abused these children. They had sex, drugs, alcohol, violence in this home. Summer was whipped by her mom on multiple occasions in front of many people because all she wanted was a piece of candy when her brothers could have a piece of candy, but she couldn't. We wondered her, why would a mom do that to her daughter? And then we find out that Candace didn't even want a baby girl. Tried to give her up for adoption to a beautiful family, but they got greedy and wanted money for her. And when they couldn't get the money, they decided to keep her. Then they decided they wanted to give her to Grandis. And Don said, no, I want to keep her for myself. Why, Don? You twisted, sick fool. Why? This baby had no chance. She had no chance. So let's just recap everything we've gone over. We have a plethora of issues that happened, certain events that happened to cause this perfect storm of Summer's disappearance. We had the state of Tennessee law enforcement failing by not arresting these people on all charges they could have arrested them on. You have CPS failing the kids by not removing these kids much, much sooner. You got the culpability of all three adults in that home, Candace, Grandis, and Don Wells, drinking, drugging, fighting, abusing these children, keeping them up at all hours of the night, drugging them and feeding them alcohol so they go to sleep so they can do their drugs upstairs. You got them put in a dungeon. Where was CPS when they saw the couch blocking the door and the door locked? What about the fire hazard? That piece of garbage house caught on fire. All those babies would be down there just burning up because they had no way of moving a couch and getting out the door. These parents should be in jail. Law enforcement is again failing Summer Wells by allowing these cretins to continue on with their life, so much so that they can have a piece of garbage like Kitty and this Kraken. Yeah, I wonder where the Kraken came from. Kraken cases, felons on their property to help protect them. They're nothing more than paid enforcers. You don't intimidate me. Throw whatever you need to out. Makes you feel good, do it. Throw my mugshot up there while you're at it. Nobody gives a damn. You only have my past. I have your here and now and your future, buddy. I'm going to expose you every chance I get. So for the cherry on top, before we go, again, if you guys love the content, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're feeling generous, please donate. We've had amazing people on here today. I'm very blessed to have each and every one of you. But I love my teammate, Jonathan Lee Riches. He's amazing at what he does. He doesn't mind paddling that little ass. And he never seems to fail me. I have to tell you that Olivia and I were literally on the floor last night. I mean, literally on the floor. We had tears rolling down our face. We were laughing so hard. I'm sure if any of you guys are following Jonathan Lee Riches on Twitter, you already know what I'm talking about. And I just want to remind everybody, we had no clue who Kitty was. We had no clue who he was. He chose to open this can of worms on our team because we were associated with Molly Golightly, my friend Marissa, and he chose to attack us. He chose this all for himself. He didn't know who he was dealing with when he started this fight. He now knows. He's trying to do damage control. That's why he decided to use everything he could against us last night. And this stuff has been out there and across the World Wide Web for literally years. Okay. Over the last, 18 months, my name has been plastered with that video. Again, it doesn't look good, but at the time I love triggering people. I did a lot of triggering. I did not anticipate that gentleman saying what he was going to say. It was the first and last time that I have been in his presence. And quite frankly, I didn't even hear it. I was deaf. I'm deaf in one ear and I was intoxicated. And I didn't even hear what he said until the next day. But by the next day, it had already been, disseminated across the World Wide Web. There was nothing I could really do about it at that point. So here it is. Jonathan Lee Riches, you rock. You are my hero. You are hailed the hero of the year with reaching out to Kitty's mommy. Hello, looking for Carol Lindsay, please. For what? Hi, it's about your son, Benjamin. Very concerned about his safety. I think as a mother, you should intervene immediately. He is hanging out at the home of Don and Candace Wells, who are suspected of murdering their daughter, Summer Wells, in Tennessee. Benny is on video threatening females under the influence, making videos of himself smoking drugs while driving, just letting you know. Nothing against you. I'm going to share with you some of the links to the videos so you can see for yourself. Please help him. So he shares many links to her by text of his disgusting, despicable behavior. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. This will be handled immediately. And Jonathan ends with, you're welcome. I'll keep you informed about Benny. Mama is about to tear that ass up, boy. Tear that ass up. She coming over there with a belt. Bend over, Benny. And I don't mean that in a good way, like when you were in prison. Talking about in a bad way when your mama's coming after you with a belt. So just thought you guys would get a little kick out of that. Kitty, kitty. Go pet kitty. Go pet the kitty. Get under the little chin. Get behind the little ears. Kitty, kitty. Aww. We hurt Benny's feelings. We hurt Kitty's feelings so bad. So bad. He just hurt. We got his feelings. We showed the world who Kitty is. We owned that boy in Tennessee. Owned him. Owned him. So he decides he wants to attack us last night with all this crap that's been out over and over and over again. And I have to be honest with you folks, every time it comes out, it's just, I gotten to the point where it is what it is. I've accepted it being out there. It's been thrown in our face on every single case we do. When we start getting close, people start investigating. I was like, oh my God, I found this man. Nothing new, nothing original, just the same old shit being recirculated over and over and over again. But I got to tell you, the people that love us still love us. And guess what? The people that don't just won't. Just won't. Nothing we could do. We could be the nicest person in the whole world. We can solve cases. We can say, I guarantee these people, even this kitty, if his kid was missing, would be calling us up. I'm really sorry about everything that I did, but I really need you guys' help. Would you come out and help me? And you know what? As much as we hate you and think you're a despicable person, we would be out there to help you, because that's the kind of people we are. You had an opportunity, kitty, to help in the search of Summer Wells, and you chose to smoke drugs. You chose to party on top of that hill. You were busted because we heard you down at the bottom of the hill, and you're trying to manipulate the situation and say, we were on your property. Let me tell you, kitty, I didn't step 1 foot on Wells' property. I stayed out on that road for 2 solid days. What Marissa does is her business, not mine. She has said she would audit. We've got Don Wells on the phone laughing about it. No crimes were committed. We never once said we were escorted by police. What we said is we went to dispatch. You know what going to dispatch means, right? It means we went there to get the complaint cards, the dispatch complaint cards. It doesn't mean, because you're so stupid, it doesn't mean we went to dispatch and had dispatch escort us, or because we went up there to talk to law enforcement that we had. No, we went there and informed them that we were going to the Wells home. We informed them that we were searching for Summer. We let them know we were in the area. The plan was once we went out there and looked at everything, if we felt we were in jeopardy, we were going to go back to law enforcement and get an escort. We didn't need to, because you played your part just right. You kept Candace busy and occupied while we were able to do our job. Because when we realized what you were doing, we used your actions against you. We played you like a fiddle, just like we did in that hotel room. Do not mess with our team. You want this to end? It can end. Acknowledge you're done. Get the hell out of this case. Those despicable people aren't innocent. Even if it was an abduction, they are the reason. All right, folks. Well, many of you guys need to get to work or do some stuff. I just want to tell you, each and every one of you, I think you're beautiful people. I love you guys. I'm glad we were able to clear some air. Thank you for your love and support. Our team works very, very hard. We will continue to expose these people. I can tell you, well, Jonathan is going on, a vacation of sorts. He needs some downtime with his family. As many know, he doesn't have family in the state of Florida. So the only way he can see and be around his family is to travel to them. So he's going to take a few days break. I don't know how, we don't communicate like that, but I expect for him to, what's today, Monday or Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. Hopefully he'll be back by the end of the week or maybe the beginning of next week. And, he'll be back on it. I can't imagine with him being gone, even out of town, he's going to stop, looking into these people. He keeps finding more and more. He's doing a lot of record requests in multiple states related to Don and Candace Wells. We will be exposing them little by slow. We are going to, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. We are going to expose them. We will not, I repeat, will not allow them to look like the victim. The only victim here is Summer Wells and her brother. These people are not victims. They're perpetrators. They're criminals. They disgust me. And we will not give up until we find poor Summer. We will not give up. If it takes us going up there 10 times, we're going to go up there 10 times. If it takes us going to jail to find her, we're going to go to jail. If it takes us getting fines, we're going to get those fines. We don't care. It's all about Summer Wells. We will do what it takes to get the job done. We put ourselves in harm's way more times than we don't. And I probably need more mods, but I really don't care. I like to expose the jackasses that are in here. We'll keep building. Guys, if you guys do want to be my mods, I do vet every single person that mods for me. So if you do want to be my mod and you're available in the mornings, most of my morning stuff starts at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Send me your email, bullhornbetty@gmail.com, bullhornbetty@gmail.com. You have to be on a computer to mod on YouTube. You have to be on a computer to mod. So you guys have a wonderful day. I will probably be back this afternoon if I have some more information. I just kind of pop in and pop out when I can. And again, if you guys want to mod for me, please send your request to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. I need your email address. I will, after you are vetted, I will send you guys a request, an invite. You have to accept that invite from your computer. I love each and every one of you. God bless and have a wonderful Tuesday. Remember, here at Bullhorn Betty, we do get to the truth. We are not afraid. We are unbiased, and we do a lot of exposing here. So this is not for the weak at heart. If you're easily offended or trigger easily, this is probably not the channel you want to tune into. Have a good day.